Good afternoon folks, and welcome back to my channel. This is Lee, your virtual airline pilot, with the second review of this week. And today we're in Greece. We're looking at the new version of Rhodes, Diagros International Airport on the island of Rhodes in Greece, or Rhodos. It's Lima Golf Romeo Papa. This is the payware version by JUSTSIM, but this is the new version 3, which has been released as a new product at a separate price for you. It's available for the PC version of FlightSim 2020. Again, no information about whether it works for Xbox. The download is 1.18 gigs, so just under 1.2 gigs. And it installs at just over 2.5 gigs, 2.52 gigs. It's available from SIM Market. I'll give you the prices, the SIM Market prices. Currently, the stated price is €20.16, which equates to $21.86 US, or £17.71 UK. And those prices are estimates from the euro, and they include VAT or tax, which of course may vary depending on your country of purchase. Now, before we go any further, some interesting information for you. This is currently on sale at SIM Market. Instead of €20.16, you're only going to pay €16.13, which equates to $17.49 US or £14.17 UK. That's available till April the 10th. And some more info for you. If you previously owned a version of Rhodes for FlightSim 2020, the original version 1 for example, or for P3.0 or X-Plane, you can get a reduced price of €9.84. So it's even cheaper if you've owned a version before. JUSTSIM obviously did produce version 1 for FlightSim 2020. That's still available on SIM Market if you do a search on LGRP. It's also available in the marketplace at a reduced price. But in addition to that, FSDG, the FlightSim development group, also produced a version of this airport which looks quite good. And they include the whole island. And again, on SIM Market, that's on a reduced price at the moment. It's reduced from €25 down to €17. And again, as I said, it includes the whole island. To be honest, I'm not too sure. There's an awful lot of difference between the whole island that they've done and the island you're getting default here. I'm also told that if you do already own the FSDG version, then this version 3 from JUSTSIM will not coexist with the FSDG version. So anybody trying to get the island and the version 3 airport together may have some real issues. So at the moment you have three choices. You've got version 1, which is on a discount. You've got the FSDG version, which includes the whole island, which is actually quite well liked, to be honest. And now you've got this new version 3, which is brand new from JUSTSIM, that updates the airport for the new features that FlightSim 2020 has, and also has various other things. For example, you've got the product is much improved with detailed 3D modeling and texturing all the way across. And you've got more improvement to the landside detail. You've got static passengers and vehicles, and a lot of work towards the roads. For example, this road here goes all the way out. They've done quite a lot all the way there. Night lighting is better as well, to be honest. So at the end of the day, it depends really whether you want to pay again for the same scenery but a new version, or if you've got the FSDG version, you want to stay with that. But as I said, today's review is about version 3, the brand new version from JUSTSIM, featuring reproduced detail on the land side, much improved, including the road system, some static passengers and buses, and fully detailed 3D modeling and texturing throughout as well, which is a big plus. And as I said, it's on discount at the moment, so till the 10th of April you can get this at a much reduced price, which I will wholeheartedly agree with. So as ever, let's start with some history. So Rhodes Diagoras International Airport, Lima Golf Romeo Papa, is a public use airport owned by the Greek state and operated by Fraport, Greece. It is located on the west side of the island of Rhodes in the Greek islands. The facility is located just north of the village of Paradisi, about 8.5 miles or 14 kilometers southwest of the capital city Rhodos. Rhodes International Airport was the fourth busiest airport in Greece as of 2019, with over 5.5 million passengers using the airport. Civil aviation on Rhodes started after the Second World War on nearby military airport of Maritsa, which is actually modelled in the scenery. It's over here on the other side of this mountain. This was the island's main airport until 1977, when the new Rhodes International Airport was opened. The need for the new facility was huge, as the old Maritsa airport just did not meet the needs for a modern civilian airport. The new Diagoras airport was built in 1977 at its current location because it was decided that it would meet the needs of the island better. On 21st of September 2015, Rhodes Airport was closed for 14 hours after a sinkhole appeared in the runway. Flights were diverted to surrounding airports such as Kos and Heraklion, as well as Athens International, and the runway was fixed and reopened the following day. December 2015, the privatisation of the airport and 13 other regional airports of Greece was finalised with the signing of an agreement between Fraport AG, a German consortium, and the Kopouzos Group, a joint venture and state privatisation fund. According to the agreement, the joint venture will operate for 14 airports, including Rhodes International, for 40 years as of the autumn of 2016. Rhodes Airport Terminal is actually two separate buildings with a joined corridor in the middle. Departures are served both on the ground floor, check-ins, baggage checks, etc., whilst on the first floor passenger screening, departure gates and shops are available. All flight arrivals are handled through the ground floor's southern corner, where passport control, customs and the baggage reclaim unit can be found. The airport does not have air bridges or jetways, so boarding and disembarkation require the use of buses. Renovation at the airport is ongoing, as several long-standing issues need to be resolved, such as work on the toilets and the air conditioning, and new check-in facilities need to be upgraded. Currently, over 50 airlines operate into and out of Rhodes both annually and seasonally. The top two countries for tourists coming into Rhodes in 2022 were British and German. So there you go folks, some brief history for you. A popular tourist destination. As I said, no jetways or anything like that here, so let's get straight down and have a look at the runways. So runways. Rhodes operates a single runway 2406 measuring 10,844 feet or 3,305 metres and is made from asphalt. The airport lies at an elevation of 19 feet or 5.7 metres and is currently in the GMT UTC plus 3 hours time zone. Greece, like the UK, operates Daylight Saving Time or DST, and so in October, like the UK, it will revert back 1 hour and it will become GMT UTC plus 2 hours. Both ends of the runway feature high intensity runway lighting and precision approach path indicators on the left side of the runway. Additionally, runway 24, and you can see it now, we're looking down the throat of it now, features high intensity airfield lighting system, 2 standard instrument landing approach options, Y and Z, and 2 VOR approach options, again Y and Z. So here you can see the approach lighting system. You've got the main runway lighting itself, end lights, and you can just see blue airfield edge lights here too. So let's pop down the other side, have a look at runway 06. So here we are looking down the throat of runway 06 and you can see the VOR station here. So runway 06 features airfield lighting system and 2 VOR approach options, Zulu and Yankee or Z and Y. No instrument landing system at this end and no RMP option either. So this is the scene at 6:30 in the evening. As I said, it's late March 2023 and as you can see it doesn't look too bad at all. It looks really quite nice. So that does it for runways. As we've said, no jetways or anything like that. Everything's done on the ramp, so let's get down properly and have a close look at the ramp, and then we'll tour the airport generally during the daytime, see what it looks like. So as ever, we're going to start with the main tour on the airside ramp to have a look at the detail. Bear in mind that they have upgraded a lot of detail here, added a lot and also retextured to make things look a lot better. So here we are looking at the airside ramp. There's my aircraft parked on one of the stands. Ground detail looks really good, as you can see. Well, the whole thing looks really nice. The ground markings are excellent. They look really good in the sun. It's midday on a clear day. Mobile buses. There you can see we've got some static passengers. And the signs on the airport there are now 3D and a lot more, they're a lot more stand out realistically. So a closer look here, you can see even the walkways are textured. Very, very nice indeed. I like the palm trees and the foliage. And again, you've even got people there outside the control tower building. Here we're coming up upon the fire station. Again, nicely modelled with some nice fire trucks. Very nice indeed. To be honest, it's a big improvement over the original. So let's head out towards the runway and the taxiway. As you can see, they've got the gullies there. The fence line is properly modelled. The taxiway is sun bleached, just as we expect it would be. You've got blue airfield edge lights, I can see. So we'll look at some of the signage. Okay, signs look quite good there. Runway entry signs look good. And there you can see some exit signage, and here we've got the blue airfield edge lights. So everywhere you can see the modelling is nice, texturing is really nice, the airport fits well into the default scenery. And here you can see it looks really nice. This is the end of runway 6. And there you can see the VOR station. Now out in the bay you can see various ships. I'm not sure if they're part of the scenery. I think possibly they might be, but they do look nice. There below you can see the windsock, and the runway texture looks quite good in the daytime. Just coming across onto the other side of the runway. Here you can see various vehicles parked. And again, the whole place looks fairly pleasant. So let's scan back the other way. Here we are looking at landside. There you can see various models, buses, road details good, lots of lights. And if we come down a bit here, there you can see people. The modelling looks really good, as does the signage. Well, landside detail looks excellent, makes this place so much better in terms of ambience and atmosphere. And now you can see people at the bus stop and at a little outside restaurant. Nice modelling on the building here as well. Really nice, I like this. It's been very, very nicely done. There's people waiting for the buses. Just go up a bit close and see what we find. Very nice modelling. Everything right down to the seats there and the baggage trolleys. Some nice car models. There's a security gate that goes into airside. It's very nice. Now this road goes all the way out, and as you can see, the development here, landside, looks really good. Some nice simple modelling, but texturing makes it look a lot better. The trees and foliage look good. Building there with solar panels on the roof. Animated flags and road signs even all the way out here. So there you got the edge of the airport there, and you can see that road continues right out. Okay, the cars don't quite work because they're a bit all over the place, but that's okay. But here you can see the road branches out as well, and that road goes up over the hills. And again, it goes out a fair way before it kind of disappears, and sort of that's the end of the scenery sort of thing. It's pretty cool. Street lamps, it's great. And there you can see the road goes out quite an extent, which is really good. I think it stops about here. Here's the old airport, which has got a little bit of work on it, but essentially decommissioned. So here we are back at the main ramp. As you can see, it looks great, and you're going to have no problem at all here during the day. The parking is well signed. Let's have a look from the cockpit. So there's a daytime view from the captain's side, looking out of the front, and looking out of the captain's side window, and a view across from the first officer's side. So there's an overview looking from landside to airside. As you can see, the whole place looks so much better than the earlier versions. It looks really quite good. I think it's at least as good as the FSDG version, possibly a bit better, because it's slightly newer technology. But obviously with the FSDG version you get the whole island. To be honest, I don't see an awful lot of difference having the island, but I think it's a case of personal choice. Okay, a little bit of self-advertising there, which is okay. There's your security gate. And as you can see here, we've got some nice modelling on the fuel farm where the trucks fuel up. And all in all, the detail really looks quite good. And here you can see one of the buildings slightly off the airport. Okay, the flags aren't animated here. But yeah, it looks lovely, very impressive. And just one of the other landside buildings there. Just, it looks good, it looks really quite good. Okay, so that was a good look at the main points daytime. Let's drop the lighting down to dusk now and have a look at the lighting on the airport. Okay, 6:25 in the evening local time, as it's, as I say, it's the late March, last day of March 2023. So we're getting towards the sort of summertime, as it were. As you can see, the ramp area looks quite nice. Sunset looks good. You've got the lighting on the runway there. There you can see the sun's going down over the water. And looking in the other direction, you've got some lighting on some of the buildings here. So let's get down to the ramp and have a look. Okay, so here you go. No internal development in the terminal, which I find quite surprising considering the amount of work they put into the rest of it. They've just decided not to model it, but you've got parallaxing here, which gives quite a nice effect now that we're in the dusk hours. There's a closer look at the building. There you can see the people and the lighting above the building there, and looking into the room windows. The effect is quite pleasing. And looking down the roadside, this is the airside road. The lighting is correct from the correct sources, so it looks really good. And they're looking in the other direction. Again, you can see the light source is really good. There's a very pleasant ambience and atmosphere about this when you look at it. A little bit of parallaxing on the control tower. Again, no internal development. Let's have a look landside. And once again, you've got the parallaxing on the building there on the glass. That gives quite a nice effect. Not the best in the world, but it works reasonably well. So as we get a little bit closer, you can see it still works pretty well. It's not bad at all, considering they've obviously chosen to do that, probably for a number of reasons. I mean, I have no problem with it at all. I really like airports that are thoroughly detailed when they've gone to town on everything. The new Dublin version 2 is a good example of that. Check out at least one really good review on at the moment, which I'll put a link to if I can find it, that shows you the new Dublin version 2, where they've done a whole upgrade on the airport, and again they've also gone to town inside the terminal. Here JUSTSIM have decided not to. They've decided to use parallaxing, which is perfectly okay. But as you can see, a very nice effect. Okay, the people aren't animated, and there's not much evidence of animation even among the flags, but that's okay. I'm cool with that. And there's a look at that restaurant, which looks really good. Beautiful, subtle lighting, especially on the building there too. I mean, that's a really nice effect. And as we travel up here this way, past the rental cars and past this departures building, very nice effects, very nice indeed. Also good to see the headlights on the buses. Pity about the roaring noise from the road, but apart from that we can manage it, it's alright. Let's just go across the security gate and the fuel farm. Again, nice lighting on the building. Tail lights on the fuel truck are lit, which is good. I mean, it looks great, it looks very nice. Even out here on this small marshaller's building, I mean, that looks quite effective. Again, some pleasant lighting, parallaxing that's not brilliantly high resolution, but it's perfectly okay. And just to look back at the building in the other direction, yeah, it looks fine. Just a quick run up the taxiway. Here you can see no green centerline lights, but you've got blue airfield edge lights which delineate the taxiway quite nicely. There to the left you can see the windsock. The road's a little bit quieter out here, thankfully. signage is popping out along the runway. And there you can see some more development landside that goes further out, which is impressive. Okay, runway entry signs are there, as they should be. And yeah, it looks great. And there's a look back across the airport as the sun's gone and the lighting comes on. Very nice. And there you can see the landside development that we talked about earlier, which comes to life a bit more during the evening and the dusk hours. It looks good with the vehicles that are lit. Some of them are going the right way, which is nice. And some subtle lighting on the buildings that we can see here and there. It's a nice scene. Okay, so that was a brief tour during dusk. Let's turn the lights right down to night time. Okay, just after 9 PM local time in the evening, and here you can see a whole different view at the night time. Comes alive a lot more. The ramp area is very well lit. Parking spaces obviously are good, but you can see the light extends right out across the ramp quite nicely, which is good because you've got no green centerline lights. What you do have is the runway edge lights, the high intensity runway lighting here, the blue airfield edge lights that delineate the taxiways and the exits, so that's going to be okay. Your nose gear should take care of the rest. Nose gear light rather. But all of this looks really quite nice, beautifully lit during the night time. And they're looking in the other direction again, very, very nice indeed. So let's get down to the ramp, have a little tour in the darkness. As you can see, it looks pretty good. Again, the parallaxing, the light intensity hasn't changed, but it still looks okay. It's a nice effort. As you can see, some of the buildings, the control tower there, where the parallaxing looks a lot better than it does on the main terminal building. And that's a nice touch. You have the turning obstruction lights on the buses. So good lighting there on the control tower building. Interesting, the parallaxing comes up a little bit better here landside. Let's have a look what's going on here. And the lighting's quite good, as you can see. It's not bad at all. It's a very nice effect. There's the restaurant and the building. The lighting is very subtle, very nicely done. Pity about the car noise. But it looks good. So again, as we come out over the fuel farm here, the tank station, very, very nice. Good to see these vehicles with headlights and obstruction lights in the darkness. And if I come up here, there you can see the lighting goes right out on that road, and also goes out up here as well. So really, really quite good. So a quick look at dawn. So 6 AM local time, and the lighting is pretty much just about to go off, but it looks quite pleasant. And they're looking out in the other direction, which is where the sun will rise. You can see it's just coming up here behind the hill. Very pleasant indeed. Okay, just after 7 AM in the morning, and time to wrap up the review and give you my thoughts. Do I think it's worth the price? Okay, the stated price of €20.16 which is, I mean, for me is just over 17 quid. It's not bad at all, actually. Remember, that includes tax if you buy it from Sim Market. But what I like at the moment, obviously this product is on sale. Okay, you can get it at Sim Market now for just €16.13, or for us £14.17. I mean, it's £3 cheaper than the full price, and that's available until the 10th of April. In fact, all three sceneries, the initial version 1, the FSDG version that includes the island, and this product, are all on sale at the moment at Sim Market. And if you own a P3D or X-Plane version of this, it's even cheaper. It gets down to about €9, just under €10. So at the moment, this airport's pretty good value for money. As to its normal price of €20.16, I think it's just about worth it. They've done a lot of work, textured almost everything and 3D modelled almost everything, which in my opinion makes a big difference. They've chosen not to do the terminal or even part of it internally, or the control tower. As I said, when you've gone to this sort of trouble on an airport like this, it makes me wonder why they've not gone that extra mile and done that. But that's their choice. They've decided to do parallaxing, and by and large it works quite well. It's not bad at all. This is a lovely airport to fly into, some interesting approaches. The island and the scenery look quite good. They're certainly worth exploring. And yeah, I think it's a nice product. But yeah, go ahead and grab it now while it's on sale up until the 10th of April from Sim Market. Get yourself a really good deal on this product. So there you go, folks. Rhodes, Diagoras International Airport in Greece, on the island of Rhodes, Lima Golf Romeo Papa. Payware scenery by JUSTSIM. This is the new version 3 for the PC version of FlightSim 2020. Downloads at just under 1.2 gig and installs just over 2.5 gigs. Available now from Sim Market at a discounted price, and those prices include tax as well, which is another good thing, which may vary of course depending on which country you're in when you make the purchase. P3D and X-Plane owners of previous versions get a real deal here. It's under €10. It's a really nice airport. I like it. Plenty to recommend it here, and like I said, on sale until the 10th of April, so if you'd like to fly out to the islands of Greece, this is a must-have. Go and get it. So thanks again, folks. This is Lee, your virtual airline pilot, wrapping up another review. If you've been on the fence about this, I hope this has helped you. Thank you very much for joining me. We're going to look at some more reviews next week, and possibly try and get an adventure video out as well. So thanks again for joining me. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if this video has helped you. It helps me move along in my target to get towards 1,000 subscribers. So thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you in the next review. Take care now. Bye bye.